Hello everyone, you're here with H, and today the H stands for hello, I'm burnt out. I'm recovering from the sickness that has plagued me. Thank you, Mother Nature. But now I'm burnt out, underpaid, from work. For a long time now, might I add. And before I embark upon this rant, I'll slap a time up there, yeah? If you want to skip, the timestamp is there above my great big forehead. Go and do that if you're just here for the commentary. But yeah, guys, I wish I could fall back on content creation full time because I love to do this. It's an escape for me in a way, and I wish I could take the risk and just say F it, I'm gonna do this. But life, do you know what I mean? So let me know in the comments, have you ever felt like that at work? Do you feel like that right now? That your bosses are flaming you, huh? Let's all gather around, ironically, around the fireplace that is the TT comment section and just vent. Do it. And it leads me nicely into the monthly debate that is had online of streamers saying that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. Listen to me right now. Don't get it twisted. I know sometimes it's very difficult to sit in a chair, not in the sense that it's difficult to actually do whatever you're doing, but it's difficult in the sense that you might be burnt out from whatever life is throwing at you, right? I've sat in this chair as well. Life has beat the metaphorical piss out of me. And I sometimes just don't have the energy, right? And I'd rather get in bed, maybe cry. Oh, that might be hitting home a bit too much though. But I know, and you guys have mentioned as well, that these videos somehow, right? And it baffles me to this day that you legends use these videos as a means of escaping whatever it is you are escaping in your life. So that's why I do these videos, because people enjoy them and I enjoy making people laugh. And if it helps you in your day with whatever is going on, that's just a bonus, right? And I'm grateful to even be in a position to do that. So these streamers who are raking in the millions, bro, they're in the garden of the moolah, yeah? Oh, Scrooge McDuck, you know, all the cash in the corner, I'm diving headfirst into them coins. I understand, but don't you dare say it's harder than a 9 to 5, because you're waffling, all right? And that leads me nicely here, if you've skipped ahead, yeah? Or if you haven't skipped ahead, instead of getting fisted by your boss, how about we get fisted by our best friend? And it's not a fun time.
This woman thinks that her best friend from high school might have scammed her out of her mother's inheritance.
What?
It would just really hurt my heart to know that she did this.
Shush! Immediately, right? I'm already on edge right now, and once again, not in the fun way. But if you're... Look, you guys know if you've watched me for any length of time, right? I hate these people who piss away money or whatever's been left to them by someone who's passed away. Inheritance, such as this case, or I think there was a case where someone pawned off their mother's jewelry or something. Disgraceful behavior. You're spitting on the dead.
Becky's best friend Stacy reached out to her on Facebook about investing. Her investment grew from $6,000 to $600,000.
She practically said, I can guarantee you
will make a profit, Stacy. How about you get a grip of yourself and shut up? The 3 there and the 2 are very strangely too close together. 2 and the 3. What are they doing? They're having a bit too much fun in the wallet. That just looks fake. The zeros are like running away from the 623. A mess already.
She practically said, I can guarantee you are going to have a profit. I can then help my kids. I can then have a nice retirement, that kind of thing.
It all went downhill when Becky was ready to pull her money out of the account.
There was the tax fee, then there
What?
was the know your customer fee. All the
that?
fees that I paid was $100,000, almost exactly.
My life.
But who is behind all of this?
What if the husband's scamming her?
Hello, Roy.
I would love for you guys to say, hey, this is absolutely real. The money you invested is there.
Join our team on this journey. We'll fly to Florida and find out the truth.
There has to be something else going on in this situation because none of it's adding up. It doesn't make sense.
I was wondering if you were involved with any like investing or anything like that.
Who is this? I don't
On
know.
another episode of Scamfish, sponsored by socialcatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and
that.
subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
Well,
We have
we have to tell you that you already are. By the way, the original video is 41 minutes long, all right? I've got 2 water bottles beside me. You guys grab your snacks, whatever it is you need to grab. Get a grip of yourself. For some weird reason, if you do that to this video.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh my God, listen. Sorry, it slipped out my mouth there, all right? Apologies for the crudeness. But get ready, because I feel a 2-hour video just approaching, all right? That you might either like that or hate that. So let's...
this new case. A person by the name of Becky had emailed us.
Everyone's been
she
fired
says,
now.
"Good morning. This is my
one's
fourth time
left.
emailing you guys."
Editing H here. Yes, before anyone comments, it does look like I've stepped out the rainforest after living there for several million years, in and amongst the trees and the animals. It's a mess, I know. Please don't comment that. It's a metaphor for the mess that you are about to witness. I wanted to point out that if this is the 4th time she's emailing, right? I'd love to ask the question, has she still been sending money, during her continuous emails? I'd love to know. Does anyone know? Let me know. No.
I hope sharing more of my situation will help you understand why it's important. I reconnected with a longtime friend from high school on Facebook.
Damn.
She offered to help me invest in her platform. I trusted her. After making the initial investments of $1,000 and $5,000, her Facebook disappeared.
Damn.
I was hit with over $100,000 in fees. Now they are asking me for $40,000. Wow. So she only invested $6,000. So she paid more in fees than she actually invested.
Only? Listen, no one can tell me the catfish team do not rake in the moolahs themselves if we're saying only 6K was invested. Invest in me then. How about that, please? Invest in me. By the way, I'm assuming, obviously, given the fact it's the Catfish show, that someone used her friend's profile or something. Or maybe not. Spooky. But in a real life scenario, if you're connecting with someone from high school or whatever, and you've not spoke to each other for like however many years, and they talk to you about freaking bitcoins and to the moon, maybe your brain's on the moon, because how dare you tell me to invest after not speaking to me for years? So remember, everyone, don't let people use you under the pretense of, hey, we used to know each other back in school. Yeah? And why did we stop speaking then, huh? There must be a reason.
Exactly. And I think that was what was confusing for her.
Okay, so then she says, if you can help me trace down where my money went. This money was my inheritance from my mother who passed away earlier this year, and I'm devastated by what's happened. Please, I'm desperate for your help. I'm willing to share everything that I have. Thank you for your time and consideration. Becky.
Becky, honestly, as I said earlier, and it really pains me to have to say this 2 minutes into the shitting video, but how dare you say you're devastated by what's happened? Because you're obviously not in a position financially to be investing if you have to dip into your mother's inheritance to do up investing. Is that just me? Let me know in the comments. But that's a shitty thing to do, in my opinion. Once again, I hate when these victims use someone's funds that, they've left for them to take care of themselves and, spit in the face of the dead. It's disgraceful. I don't like it.
Hello, Catfish. I'm Becky. I am 55 years old,
B-roll.
and I am coming to you from Lakeland, Florida. So I have 4 children. My husband that I'm married to today, our anniversary is October 20th. It'll be 6 years. Since we've been married. We've been together much longer than that. He was a little scared of marriage, I think, for a while. But he has become a father.
Yeah, can you just very nonchalantly make it natural? Lean in and kiss, please. Yeah, no, we need it. We need it for the video. It makes sense. So just kiss real. Can we get another take, please? What is that? Strange, in my opinion. And whose damn red suit was that in that picture? They looked suave AF, bro.
To my children, who are now all grown, he's just been by my side and said, well, we'll make it. We'll get through it. We're happily married today and expect to stay that way. Not much scares me.
How old is this guy? Because, he looks like he could be just having a very rough, late 20s, or he could be similar age to her. How old is he? He's in between everything.
Not much scares me. I've always loved horror movies. I've always loved paranormal stuff. As a matter of fact, we actually lived in a town called Bartow, and we lived between 2 cemeteries. I own 2 dolls that are supposed to be haunted. So one of them is a doll named Julia. She's my main girl. I got her on eBay, and we actually asked Julia to make sure we don't have any bad spirits come into the house. So she's kind of like our guardian. You got to be careful when you dabble in that kind of stuff. You're really interacting with something that's not of our world.
Honestly, what you've just said there could be attributed to this investment you just had. Huh? You got to be careful dabbling in whatever you're dabbling in. Because it's definitely not of this world, because the scammer most likely is sitting in some type of just bad, shit-stained boxer. Yes, I don't know why I've described it in that way, but the brain was going, and we went along with it. I've given it a noun, kind of.
What the hell are you talking about?
Anyway, dare I say, because I don't know if this doll is actually haunted, because, leave me alone. I've got to deal with Rupert, all right? That's an inside joke, if you've watched that video anyway. But you could argue she's already really, really bad with financial choices. She's just buying a doll off eBay because it says haunted. How do you know this? The guy just slapped haunted in front of the name. And yeah, here you go. So I'm going to now sell this on eBay, the red flag. And I'm going to slap haunted. It's been up Rupert's ass. Do you want to buy it? Get a grip, Becky.
Seekers, this story is different. This wasn't an online love relationship.
Good.
How this whole thing started was when Becky had reconnected with her best friend from grade school through social media.
Her name's Ray.
I started with Facebook, just started connecting with old friends from high school and junior high, and that's how we reconnected. Is I found her on Facebook, and we just immediately started talking again. Mostly remained friends through junior high and a good portion of high school, and then we kind of lost track with each other, but we were very good friends. We walked to each other's houses all the time and stayed the night, and I knew her parents and she knew mine, and we were pretty close for, younger kids and then junior high era.
I have a question. If they were such good friends, why did they lose contact with each other? I feel like you would have tried to keep in contact, no? Let me know in the comments. Editing H here, chiming in once again with something that I think is important to talk about. But more so, I'm chiming in because we like to have conversations on this channel. So I just wanted to point out that her saying she thinks they're good friends and stuff, I attribute it to the fact that you see each other every day at school, and that's why you think you're friends. I've said it before, and it's similar to if you're in a workplace and you see each other every day, you're not really friends. You're friends, in quotations, you're acquaintances, right? You see each other every day, and that's what makes you think you have some type of bond. So I'm here to basically say, be careful with what you share with people at work, or if you're at a university, for example, or, you know, if you're young watching this, somehow, because the statistics are very, very low. But if you're growing up still and you're like 13, 14, don't assume people are your friends because you see each other at school every day. Because once you leave school, as we see here, you're not going to keep in contact unless you're actually a true friend with each other. English. So if there's anything to take from that, just be careful with what you share and know someone is actually your friend before. Here you go, my life. Definitely was important to chime in with that.
I think honestly, I reached out to her and just said, "Is this, Stacy
No,
from
her name is
high
Ray.
school or whatever?" And established that it was my friend and kind of, "Hey, oh yeah, it is you. Great, how are you?" We didn't really message that much afterwards. I think that was just, we became friends on Facebook and we knew we could if we wanted to, but we weren't. At that point, I think I was still in Gainesville, so I was not very close to her, although now I live about 20 minutes from her.
Becky was thrilled at the idea of reuniting with her best friend Stacy. After reading all of the posts on her Facebook, it seemed that Stacy was thriving and staying busy with her investment company.
And then what happened is I started seeing these posts from her where it was people like with a sign saying, I invested with Stacy and we're buying our new house because of our investments with Stacy. And I thought, well, gosh, that's neat. So I saw that and I actually had thought about reaching out to her about this investment.
Editing H again. We're potentially going for a world record of editing H chime-ins here, but it was late at night when I was recording this, so apologies. I missed a few things. So I wanted to point out there, when she says she wanted to reach out for this investment, doesn't it scream like you've only reached out to her again for the sole purpose of this investment that you want? You had the opportunity, you mentioned, to speak to her, blah, blah, blah. So you spoke to her because you thought you could get something out of it. So does that strike you as a good friendship? Greed.
I mean, I trusted this girl, I had known her almost all my life,
No, you haven't, bro. You didn't know her almost all your life. You knew her back in school, and then for a large portion of your life, up until your mid-50s, you didn't know her. What are you talking about? No one can tell me that's not fishy, because you didn't know her. So,
Sadly, at that point, my mother was actively passing away.
Rest
so
in
we
peace.
were sitting vigil at her bedside. And Stacy actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something." And I was like, "Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about it too. I've been seeing all your posts. I'm really interested, but right now I've got this going on. Let me get through this."
Becky and Stacy had plans to reconnect in person.
let me get through this so that once I get my mother's inheritance, I'll dip my toe in your investment pool. Disgraceful, to be honest. You can try and give me the sob story here, but to be honest, I find it very disgusting. Rest in peace to her mother. The picture there kind of reminded me of my grandmother for some reason. I don't know, maybe that's given me some kind of bias. Maybe that's given me a little bit of a spur of like disgust towards you of what you've done here, but again, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
She was happy to hear all about Stacy's investing, but all of those plans came to a halt when Becky's mother was hospitalized.
So when Mom went into the home, assisted living retirement type home, I would stay with her once a week, every Monday night. Finally, I went over there and she wasn't right. She wasn't feeling good. She wouldn't get out of bed. She wouldn't eat. She wouldn't even get out of bed and come see me. That's how bad it was.
What do you mean finally? Because finally usually is used in the context of something positive. Finally, it's happened. What? That's poor choice of words. I'm hoping it's just, you got a bit flustered and you said the wrong word, because that's weird.
Sit and watch TV with me. She wouldn't do anything. She just wanted to lay in bed. And I begged her to let me take her to the hospital. 3 or 4 days later, one of the nurses had come in to give her pills and do whatever, visit with her. And they said Miss Barbara wasn't right. We sent her to the hospital. So that's when they did a scan and found out that she had lung cancer. And then she came out of the hospital on hospice. And she just went, and it was a very peaceful passing. We all go sometime, so it was her time.
Rest in peace.
While grieving her mother's passing, Becky had planned to invest the money her mom left her. She wanted to do something productive with it.
What?
This is when she turned to Stacy to help her invest it.
Bro, even if you're investing with like someone who's legitimate, right? Why use the money that's been left by your late mother? So like, I don't know if I'm just being too cynical, right? But you can't tell me that's a productive use of that money, bro. No.
I knew I would get some money from my mom passing. So I knew I was going to have a little bit of money to invest. But I thought, gosh, let me be smart with my inheritance.
Really?
Let me do something good with this. I can then help my kids. I can then have a nice retirement, that kind of thing. My history with investing before this was little to none. I did a little bit of dabbling with some penny stocks, but
So what in God's name am I looking at here, by the way? How to become a crypto millionaire, someone who's sat in a lounge chair, way too big, by the way. How dare you? Earlier, you were talking about spirit boards and whatnot, saying be careful what you dabble in. Fast forward, 5 minutes. Now you're talking about dabbling in something that you have little to no experience in. Nice. Woohoo.
people becoming millionaires overnight. And I've also heard of people losing everything overnight. I mean, I did know enough to know it was pretty volatile.
Yeah, sure.
Stacy told me,
Take
oh,
my
I've got
mother's
this
money.
algorithm that tells us before the market fluctuates that it's going to fluctuate.
Shut up, Stacy.
And that's how they had a 93% profit.
Oh, it's not
She practically
100%,
said, I
so-
guarantee you are going to have
Well,
a
you can't say you guarantee it because you just said 93%. So apparently no one understands the meaning of words anymore.
profit.
Becky created her own account on this website. The site seemed legit and she trusted Stacy. After viewing everything on the website, she was ready to invest.
So it's aligncryptassets.com. It looked like a real website to me. I could click on
Well-
everything. I could see my investment. I could click around and do stuff. And then I noticed some of the ones you guys have gone to on the shows, you can't click anything. Well, this pretty much everything was clickable. So I took $1,000 of my money that I had before I got my inheritance, and
She just had to throw that in there, innit? Another viewer of the channel, huh? Nice. And not only that, to really throw some petrol onto the fire, or gasoline, if that's what you say. What a childish reason. Everything was clickable, so that must mean it's legit. Just laugh every.
I invested that in her platform. And I was able to log on to her platform and watch it. And every day I could see profit coming in and that kind of thing. And she would always
No,
say, oh,
all of them
yeah, it's
are in
okay.
red.
Trust me, your money is safe. It's fine. It's good. Don't worry about it. Well, when the time came that the first money was due to come out, I went ahead, I had got my inheritance, and I went ahead and invested $5,000. So I got an email from the company saying, okay, you have to pay this fee, and you have to pay Stacy's 15% for being the investor and that kind of thing. So I was like, oh, this is fine. No problem.
Becky's investment grew fast. I mean, really fast. In just 1 week,
my God.
her account had...
Hold on a second, man. Earlier I was talking about Scrooge McDuck and streamers diving into a pile of coins. Becky's diving into a pile of coins now. I don't even know what noises I'm making anymore, but they damn well sure are more understandable than the story.
Her account had grown from the initial $6,000 to over $20,000.
Oh,
Before she knew
my.
it, Becky had tens of thousands of dollars sitting in her bank account. But everything took a turn when she wanted to pull the money out.
As always.
They put this money into a trust wallet. It had like $500,000 in it. My only access to the wallet was to look at it. Couldn't do anything with it. Then there was a fee to get the key. And so I got the key and I sent it to my friend Stacy. And Stacy said, my gosh, that key looks like it's encrypted. Write to the company and ask them if it's encrypted, what's going on with it, because the key wouldn't work to let me withdraw the money. And yes, the company said it is encrypted. We got a notification from Trust Wallet that there was suspicious activity and they have moved your money. Now the seed key is encrypted and you have to pay $40,000.
I'm sorry, but if any website deals with things called seed keys, you can take your seedy self, lock that shit up. I'm gone. Throw that shit in the bin. Throw the key away. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'd like to get an answer. If she's watched the show and she's seen these other websites of these crypto sites that look dodgy, you can't click certain things, blah, blah, blah. Surely she's seen the fact that they always delve back into the excuse, you need to pay a fee, this, that. Where is the difference here, realistically, huh? Oh, yes, because the website, everything was clickable. Ha 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 ha.
For us to de-encrypt the seed key so you can get your money.
De-encrypt.
Stacy keeps writing to me and saying, hey, maybe you can borrow it. Will you loan me the money if you know my money is safe? And of course she said, no, I can't do that,
Becky was put through hula hoops to withdraw this money, but the company just kept coming back with a new fee that blocked her from pulling it out.
Every time they would charge me a fee, they would say, this is a legitimate fee that everybody pays. Then there was...
Hold on a second, man. Just hold on. Because whenever someone says this, right, just immediately think the opposite, right? I always give the example of someone telling you, hey, I'm not a murderer. Why have you told me this? Huh? Because now I'm suspicious. So remember that, anyone. Anyone? Technically anyone. Anyone listening to this right now. Remember, if someone says something that is a bit weird and they're trying to, over compensate, I guess would be the word, and proper persuade you on something, like every time you need to specify it's a legitimate fee. Why do you need to continuously specify, mate?
Then there was the TAC fee. That was like $5,000. And there was the Know Your Customer fee, was like $20,000.
TAC fee, that's expensive, Tic Tacs. And KYC fee, honestly, that's an AliExpress version of KY jelly.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my God, that's too much lube, Becky.
$20,000, $30,000, $5,000, and I kept telling Stacy, gosh, I only invested $6,000 total.
You are still
can you just
bro?
Deduct all these fees from what I earned? That wasn't an option. That wasn't a way to go. And then there was another fee of $30,000.
What's this
Every
for?
one of these fees, they told me was refundable. which was part of the reason that I felt okay about giving these fees. Every
why
time,
they-
this is a refundable fee, so you're getting it back.
If you're getting it back here, why don't you just not take it in the first place? What? None of that makes sense, bro.
All together,
Someone's emailed
between
me.
all the fees that I paid, was $100,000, almost exactly.
Shush, Becky.
Supposedly like $600,000 right now in a trust wallet. She's waiting on me to actually get that loan and upload it so that she can help me
What
finish
loan?
and withdraw all my money.
Up until this point, Becky had only invested $6,000, but she had paid over $100,000
like
in
reptiles
fees
in
just
the
to
back.
get the $600,000 out of the account.
By the way, very sad to look at this picture once again. There's a skull in the top left corner as well. Let me just get off of this because I don't want to look at that whilst I slew her ass. I don't know who needs to hear this. And trust me, I'm far from a crypto Donny. I'm not sitting here in a black turtleneck educating you on the ups and downs of Dogecoin. But if you are in a position that you are investing, right? And what you've invested is less than what they are charging you for some random fees, just accept you've been scammed at that point. You know what I mean? Say, okay, look, that's all I've got. Keep the shitting coins, all right? Shove them up your ass whilst you're on the way to the moon and leave me alone.
All of the money her mother had left her has been sent to this investment company.
You know what's disgraceful once again? The fact that you said you want to use this productively for retirement, etc., etc. So you're telling me she left you 100 grand? You are really, really foolish, aren't you? Honestly. Disgraceful, disrespectful, and foolish. You got left 100 grand, which I probably will never see in my lifetime anyway, and thought, I'm investing it all, bro, because it's productive. Honestly, tell me where I should feel sympathy. Anyone? Anyone?
Becky turned to us to verify the truth behind where her money went and if her friend Stacy had scammed
By
her.
what?
I squandered everything.
Then what?
It's basically all gone. If I can double my
Why are
money,
you
I would have been
smiling
happy.
as well?
I would love for you guys to say, hey, this is absolutely real. The money you invested is there. Give them this last fee and collect your return on your interest. I would be way more hurt to find out that Stacy did this and scammed me. It would just really hurt my heart to know that she did this.
This website Stacy was investing in seemed to be completely fraudulent. When she would invest, the company would tell her to send the money to a crypto wallet. Then her numbers would change in her account on the actual investment website.
Yeah, they're manipulating the website. As always, I know that. But as someone who quite literally said that they have little to no experience in this, right? And at most, they've dabbled, right? Are you telling me you didn't seek a financial specialist or crypto Donny? You know, if there was ever a time to literally go see a crypto Donny, it would be now. You just trusted in your friend who you've not spoke to in decades. Or whatever. Sure, let's spunk 100 grand that my late mother left me. I don't care. What will hurt me is that she lied to me. Nothing else. Whatever, man. Honestly, just what's the point, right?
A legitimate exchange would never have you go off platform to make an investment. After Brienne ran a Who Is history on this website, she noticed the site was less than a year old. She checked to see if it was a registered financial institution, and the name of the company wasn't listed at all. If you were to look up any legitimate financial institution on this website, you would be able to see it listed here. Unfortunately, whoever was behind this company was 100% scamming Becky.
Goodness.
But we needed to figure out who exactly.
Phantom of the Opera had some budget cuts, didn't they? Oh, funny times.
Our team got together to go over everything. We needed to come up with a game plan
Brutus
and
here?
review all of the information Becky
Tell me
provided
Brutus
us.
is still here.
We had the link to the website she had been investing in, the login to her account that showed us her investments,
My hurts.
the
Didn't ask.
crypto wallet she was sending money to, and also images of Stacy and her address. It was time
Sorry,
for us
what?
to dig in.
So Sheridan, we have the website that Becky shared with us and also the login for the
Hold on, Bree. Don't tell me welcome, Mr. Sheridan Jumper, because I don't feel welcomed anymore. Where is Brutus, bro? Where is Bree? You know, she's been on maternity leave for just way too long, to be honest. Where's Virginia? Where's Chris? Who remembers Chris? Where is everyone? Huh? But, you know, mainly Brutus. Where's Brutus gone? Honestly. He can't be on leave, bro. It's been too long now. Don't tell me they fired him, because I'm upset at that.
website. At first glance, do you notice anything about this
That's
website?
not me in that picture,
Oh wow,
by
it
the
looks
way.
really nice actually.
Does
It's
it?
crazy that they've shared all of this data related to crypto, so it looks legit.
On legitimate crypto platforms, you usually don't see reviews like that with big old profile pictures of their faces. There's no social media accounts tied to the bottom.
No. So basically what's happening here is she's been chatting with
like
this
Bree's
person
hair.
on WhatsApp, and then they'll email her from
Should I
this
do that?
email. And then she also shared the login. So if we go to the login here, this is what we see. This is her account. So if we go to the dashboard, it shows how much she deposited initially, the profits she's made. You can convert to Ethereum. So if we look at her deposits, you can see here the dates that she deposited, they've been approved. And if we go to the withdrawals, it tells her how much she can withdraw. But this is where she got confused, because when she attempted to request a withdrawal, it wouldn't allow her to.
Hold on a second. Did that say she can withdraw 200,000? Because I swear to you earlier, it showed that her balance was like 93,000. So how are you withdrawing more than what your balance is? Come on, go backwards with Mr. Sheridan's Ninja Turtle hat. I really like it, by the way. So if someone can point me to a link that sells that hat. Yeah, look, it says 200,000 there. So how is she doing that? Oh, it's a maximum account. Never mind.
Withdraw.
I'm
But
wasting
this is
your
where she
time.
got confused, because when she attempted to request a withdrawal, it wouldn't allow her to. And she's been paying fees.
Why is he laughing?
This look
Sorry. But if anyone says I'm harsh, yeah, quite literally the people you are seeking help from are laughing at you. Why is Sheridan creasing out of his ass?
Paying fees.
okay. This looks more like the fake website, and generally speaking, this is what the websites will look like when you log in. It's super basic. It'll have basic numbers on there, deposit amount. They'll put all this flashy stuff
what?
in your face.
The biggest red flag is that she had been sending all of her funds to these 3 wallet addresses. And then she also sent us a breakdown of the funds leaving her bank account
Who's Rebecca?
and being sent to these crypto wallets. $21,000, $20,000.
Who is
And then they would
Rebecca?
just change it in the website every time she would send it to the wallet.
She was just sending it to these wallets that they requested. So I've never heard of an investment plan when investing in crypto. You're just gonna drop $100,000. There's no context or information as to what you're investing in.
It don't make
Usually
sense,
they're
man.
a lot more shoddily made.
Look at your minimum return, 400,000.
But how are they coming up with that number? It's like there's no data included in this.
Yeah, but what would you expect from someone who's only dabbled in crypto, right? Yeah, sure. Let me just invest because I apparently know so much. Honestly, once again, I must ask, do you have sympathy for Becky?
5 months that she's been investing, and she lives 20 minutes away from this friend. She didn't even.
Oh, it's only 20 minutes away?
20 minutes.
What?
And why hasn't she asked to go out to dinner or lunch and talk about this investment relationship that they're working on? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
No.
Oh, just, I mean, what's the point then? Like, my sympathy was already plummeting, right? Now it's gone so far through the earth's crust. My sympathy is chilling with the devil on a dinner date, bro. The devil is asking, hey, what brings you down here? Well, I'm actually here because Becky sent me. I just can't understand that. Not only you pissed away your mother's inheritance, not only have you invested in something that you just have no knowledge on, and you didn't even seek a professional, you just trusted this person you haven't talked to in decades. Now you live 20 minutes away from this person who is supposedly your best freaking friend. What's going on? Honestly, why should I have sympathy? Like, honestly, why?
Calm yourself, boy. You are acting hysterical.
So let's just go visit Stacy.
Sounds like
What,
a plan.
you
She
can
has
and
some
not
explaining
her?
to do.
Yes, she does.
Do you know what I mean?
We're going to Tampa to see Becky.
Yeah, tax
We're gonna
write-off,
figure out-
road trip.
I mean, we have a lot to do. So we're going to break down the website and what else?
We're going to possibly knock on some
Honestly,
doors.
Yeah, we're gonna knock on doors. How else are you gonna see Stacy? Jump through her window? What? Doesn't Bree? I mean, I haven't drove in like so long yet. I basically have my license for decoration, but I swear to you, she looks like she's hella far away from the steering wheel. Bring the chair forward, Bree. Also, don't ever look at me like that again. All right? I know you're as shocked as me at the ridiculousness of this all, but I'm not the one sat back reclining as if I'm in Odeon cinema. All my UK heads, you like that one?
On her behalf.
Why
scared.
are they all doing weird faces? Leave that to me.
No, I'm not. But we're gonna go and investigate what's going on and if her friend was involved with this whole thing, and hopefully meet somebody when we knock on the door, right?
Well,
Yeah,
you'd
I'm
hope so.
hoping.
Yeah.
So, very exciting.
So tune in. It's gonna be a journey.
Brienne and I got on the first flight from California to Tampa.
Why is he shaking his head? Why are they sitting in different seats? Why did
We decided to head straight to Stacy's house.
All right, team. So we just got to Tampa. We're on our way to Stacy's house first.
Right.
So
in the night
Becky
time.
doesn't know that we're going.
No, she does not. It's just something that we just decided right now.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Before they reveal it, I'm gonna guess it's because they didn't want Becky to reveal it to Stacy, and then she packs up and leaves to a hotel or some shit.
Got in the car. But we'd like to visit Stacy and just see if we can get some answers out of her, and maybe even have her clarify if she is the person that's been asking Becky for money this whole time.
Hopefully we go to her house.
Okay.
She comes to the door. She says, my Facebook is hacked.
Right.
And she has nothing to do with this. But what's not all adding up to me is the fact that she's never been to her house. I know I keep saying this, but she's never been to her house.
It needs repeating.
Let's play the scenarios out. Scenario 1. I remember her saying in the intro interview, oh, I told my husband and my husband said, don't worry about it, babe. Like, we're good. We'll make it through. Like, what if the husband's scamming her? What if the husband's scamming her?
It's crazy to me when she said that, because it's $100,000.
So,
I mean, he didn't get mad. She said he was really cool about it.
so let me ask you this. You're in the same situation as Becky.
Okay.
You tell David, hey, my friend that lives 20 minutes away from me scammed me out of my mom's inheritance, and I don't know what to do about it. What is David doing?
We're going to go knock on a door.
Exactly.
We're going to knock on a door.
Why is the husband not at the door? His answer is, no, baby, don't worry.
Yeah.
You're good. We're good. We'll make it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's chill out here a bit. I don't really like what's going on here, because whilst I understand being skeptical and stuff, there's a fine line between being skeptical, cynical, and just straight out nonsense accusation, right? What if Where in the hell have we come to that conclusion? You can't be supportive of your partner anymore. Look how loving they looked in the beginning, right? But now that he's being supportive, you know, she's made a boo-boo, right? She's pissed away so much money. What should he do? If he gets angry, it actually doesn't even solve anything. So he's gonna be supportive, no? But on other stories where, you know, husbands are involved, if they were to get angry, it's a problem then as well. But now supportive, it's a problem. It just seems to me like they hate husbands. Like they just, if you're a husband, don't come on this show, please. Just don't show your face.
No,
that's really weird.
No.
I don't understand these things either. I feel like there's so many things here that are just not making sense.
That is correct. So let me know in the comments. You know, maybe I'm being a bit too, you know, cutting of the slack for the husband. I mean, who knows? If it turns around and it bites me in the ass and it turns out he is the scammer, I will put the red flag in my mouth. I'm telling you that now. So remember that.
I could see it if she lived in a different country.
What?
Or maybe possibly a different state. Maybe she lives in like California and it's like a 5-hour flight.
Yeah.
Even at that, Brienne, even if they lived in the Bahamas, I'm flying to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You stole $100,000 from me. I'm gonna fly to the Bahamas and figure out who got my money.
True.
Why are we doing this?
Okay, so that's another.
We need a YouTube video. Duh.
This is great banter.
We're on the road. We're going out to seek answers. And Becky only had to drive 20 minutes, but we flew.
Right, why are we doing this,
5
Seekers?
hours and
Bro,
drove 1 hour.
There has to be
answer me.
something else going on in this situation because
I agree.
none of it's adding up. It doesn't.
Maybe Becky just wanted to come on this show and no money's been sent. Just, here's a crazy story, team. Can I be on the show, please? Editing H here. I've lost count of how much money has been sent, but I've also lost count of how many times I've interjected myself here. Let me know in the comments. Is it 5? What is that? I've literally thought of something at this exact moment of the edit, yeah? Someone explained to me at the fact that she's sent 4 emails to the catfish team, right? So are you telling me that she doesn't seek anyone else's help? Only the catfish team must be the ones to do so. And it's concerning, and I've mentioned it before, that the catfish team sort of hold people's hands and they just don't have any resolution to their issues unless it comes from the catfish team. It's concerning, and I'm like afraid. If I ever had the chance to look at their inbox, I'd probably pour bleach in my eyes. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think she's just, you know, I will wait for them to respond, you know, hopefully we'll get it solved.
Confusing part for Becky is that she reached out to Stacy, her other Facebook profile. Friend requested her. This was weeks ago.
What do you mean
and
other?
she still hasn't accepted her friend request.
Oh nah, we're going to this house. We're going to figure out who's at this house.
Yeah.
If Stacy's involved, this is done today.
Yes.
This is dead today.
For sure.
Okay.
It's not going to be done today though, is it? Let's be honest.
Oh, someone's outside.
Hella dark, guys. Thanks for that arrow.
Is that Stacy?
I don't know.
Why is
Hi,
it,
do you know
it's
if-
a weird question?
Do you know if Stacy's home?
Yes. Who's looking for her?
We're actually friends with Becky. We just wanted to talk to her real quick.
Stacy?
Yeah.
Okay, let
Yeah.
me talk to her.
You look badass. You look like a secret agent.
Do I? Do you?
Do I? Hi, Stacy.
Yeah.
How's it going? My name is Drew. I was wondering if you were involved with any like investing or anything like that.
Involved in what?
Investing, like investing in crypto.
Oh.
Well, stick
Thanks,
around
guys.
until the end. We'll talk to Stacy and learn the truth about her being involved in this scam. And we'll even break down the truth to Becky.
Oh my goodness, we both nodded at the same time, huh?
Stop it. Get some help.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this
Do
video
that
a
to
like
this video
too.
as well, please, guys.
If you're looking to contact us and you think you
I'm
might
begging.
need our help finding out who you're communicating with online, or maybe you need help breaking through to a friend or a family member, don't hesitate to reach out to our email, sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We can help you find the answers
There
you've
he
been...
is! Hello, Brutus. Even if it is just like random footage slapped into the edit, it's good to see you again, man. Honestly, good to see you. Wishing you well wherever you've gone.
help you find the answers you've been looking for.
The next morning. You can't tell me this ain't a tax write-off. Allegedly, though.
So we got to the hotel at night, and I was not expecting to come outside to this, right,
Oh, really?
Brian?
Oh, it's amazing.
You didn't expect. Who the hell booked this hotel then, huh? Anyone want to tell me?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The next morning, we had Becky stop by our hotel room. We had a lot to reveal, and Becky was ready to hear everything.
Becky, thanks for coming down to our hotel. We
Absolutely.
appreciate
You're
you.
welcome. Yep.
It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
So, your husband couldn't join us.
No, he had a doctor's appointment this morning.
Your husband Jody's not here.
Sorry, his
The doll
name's Jody. Sorry, I need to rewind that. The husband's name is Jody. I just got horrible flashbacks. Doesn't she seem too happy about everything? I mean, I'm not asking her to come on this show and start, bawling her eyes out. LeBron James on the court with her tears. But like, emotion? Does she have any, or?
No, he had a doctor's appointment this morning.
Your husband Jody's not here.
His name's Jody.
The doll Julia's not here.
Julia's not here. She stayed home.
Just Becky.
Just me.
So that was like super interesting for us, the Julie doll. That had nothing to do with you investing or anything. Right?
What?
Okay.
No, I do not rely on her for any life decisions or anything like that. She's just a fun piece of equipment in the house, or fun piece of decoration.
Yeah, honestly, Julie probably would have made a better investment than you. So, when a doll that does nothing but just stand there is making better life choices than you, honestly, it might be time to just shut the laptop and just go for a jog or something. Do you know what I mean?
Decoration.
So talk to us, what was going on in your mind throughout this whole process, and what you were thinking and feeling, waiting to hear back from us and
you guys?
and to hear the answers.
Absolutely. So my really, really hope is if you guys can help me figure out A, where the money went.
She has great
B,
teeth,
if
by
any
the
of
way.
it can be recovered at all would be
No.
tremendous. And this scam had my trust immediately. This person had no work to do to get me to trust them.
Facts.
And yet still here I am out all this money.
I want
Yeah.
to create the ID
Facts.
tracker live here
Okay.
with you.
Okay. Perfect.
So let's play out some ideas. So this is how I like to create the IP trackers. I want to entice this person to click on it.
Right.
So we need to see where you guys left off
Sure.
in terms of conversation,
Sure.
so that we can make this as believable as possible.
Absolutely.
So right now they're waiting for you to send another $40,000.
Correct.
Okay, I mean that's where we start, right? Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're setting the stage for this, I think that they will click on the link.
It kind of looks legit.
Yeah.
Brienne created a link to track the
Becky,
exact
man.
location of the person Becky had been communicating with about her investments through this website. We used Becky's WhatsApp to entice the scammer to click on the link by telling them we sent the $40,000, but she was having trouble sending such a large amount. Next, we dropped in a link to the help page on crypto.com. This link looks like any ordinary link to crypto.com, but what the person doesn't know is once they've clicked on it, we would be able to see the person's IP address that had been scamming Becky.
Now that we've gotten that done and taken care of, we're gonna wait and see what she says as you're chatting with her. We'd also like to debunk everything today and give you a better idea of where your funds had gone.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
So I have to ask this. Brianne and I, we've had a million discussions on the way out here, on the plane, on the car ride, even on the...
I'm sorry, but like I've watched enough like serial killer or just like batshit evil people on crime documentaries and stuff, yeah. I'm sorry, but just her face, just the look on it, it's got an air of Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it's just something about her that's a bit fishy.
Even on the way to Stacy's house. So we actually visited Stacy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you live so close.
Right. Yeah, we're like 20 minutes away or something.
I know, but why didn't you and your husband ever go over there?
I really thought about it. I honestly, and I found phone numbers for her, and I thought about calling her. So I thought, can I just go knock on her door? Can I just call her and say, hey, have you been scamming? I just didn't know how to approach it. Not so much that I have a problem seeing her or asking her questions or finding out, you know, what was going on. Just the surprise element of just showing up at her doorstep bothered me a bit. That's the other thing. If I can actually reunite with the actual person that I was friends with, I wouldn't want to also damage what relationship we did have and what friendship maybe we could have, because we do live so close.
Yeah.
Shut up. Man keeps talking about this friendship that we did have. Decades ago, woman! What's wrong with you? Like, you're too attached to this make-believe friendship that you have. It was years and years ago, bro. And as I said, you didn't keep in contact. There must have been a reason. You're not as good friends as you think you are. God.
So we could go hang out on the weekends or have lunch or whatever, and I didn't want to maybe damage that possibility of an actual relationship with somebody that has been a friend for so many years.
Unless I'm just, misconstrued this whole thing and she's reconnected with her for like years and years. Even then, my point still stands that you weren't friends for like decades. So shut up. Secondly, I didn't want to damage the friendship that we could have. Why are you speaking in hypotheticals, bro? Why don't you go there? Because you've given 100,000 of your mother's inheritance. I don't care about friendship at that point. Do you know what I mean? You're on the verge of stealing from me just because we don't know if this is real or not yet. You've stolen from me. I don't care about our make-believe, hypothetical, in the future potential dinner dates. Put your money where your mouth is, have a chew on that, and tell me what's going on. I don't like Becky. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, just something about her is so off, in my opinion.
Tell you, so we want to tell you exactly what happened when we went to Stacy's
tell me as
house.
well.
Hi, Stacy.
Yeah.
How's it going? My name is Drew. I was wondering if you were involved with any like investing or anything like that.
Involved in what?
Investing,
say no.
investing in crypto.
Say no.
No.
No? Okay.
My Facebook said I was.
What?
Because I got hacked really bad. Why?
Oh, you did? Okay. So your Facebook profile got hacked?
Yes.
Oh.
I ended it probably about 8 months ago.
So we're reaching out to you on behalf of Becky.
On who?
Becky. She claims that you guys were friends for a long time. Rebecca.
Becky who?
Rebecca.
Oh. Becky.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Becky, just so you're aware, right? Your oh-so best friend has no clue who you are and has to be reminded 7 million times.
So she actually reached out to our team, and what we do is we uncover online scams, and we also research and investigate. And so we're here just to ask you a few questions just to get some clarity, because
Becky was also under the impression that you might have scammed her too.
No.
You don't know anything about
Creepy giggle.
the website Align Crypt assets.
But my sister, my family, my friends, they were like, what is this? And I'm like going, I have no idea. I go, I don't know anything about crypto.
So they were reaching out to you about this same website, the Align crypto assets.
Stacey, like one of the weird things, super weird things between Brianne and myself that we discussed on the way over here was the fact that Becky had been trying to friend request you on your Facebook account and you haven't accepted it.
But I'm not under Stacy anymore. I'm under my middle name.
Yeah,
now.
I saw that. It said Ray.
Okay.
So you don't have that account anymore.
No, I can't even get to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's not through the new account?
Even my brothers and sister was like, what the hell? I'm like going, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I was so disgusted by even Facebook, it took me 6 months to even
mental.
be able to recover my
Social
account.
media account,
and we almost had
platforms
to
do better,
declare
man.
that I was deceased.
Huh?
I'm a lesbian, I'm sorry. But apparently I got married to a man, moved up north, sold everything I had, and I'm like, that's funny.
Like that.
And my family called me and goes, do we not know something about you?
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Do you have like any leads on who's doing this or
I have
who's
no
behind
idea.
it?
You know, it's ironic her shirt says life is good. Nothing is good so far.
Yeah.
It's somebody overseas, that's all I know.
I
And the
do
only
know
reason I know that is because when I called,
Who?
it went right to overseas, and I couldn't tell you the language.
Ah, I see. Okay. That makes sense.
We're gonna go over to Becky's house and break everything down to her.
Do you know that you two live 20 minutes away from each other?
Oh, great friends, though.
You know, she's gonna be kind of emotional, and I was just wondering if you could just talk to her and just clear your name, because we thought it was super weird. Like you guys have never even
And that's
talked.
something we didn't understand either, is because
We talked in 6th grade.
yeah, she said you guys were friends when you were younger,
You
but
guys are neighbors.
she never came here.
Yeah.
She never
But
came to.
I don't understand why anybody would say, without talking to the person who is doing crypto or whatever, why wouldn't you say, hey, pick up the phone, let me talk
Thank
to
you,
you?
Stacey.
But
Well
I
done.
just, I feel
Some common
bad for
sense.
people who do get sucked into that.
Yeah.
I will say, like, let's put aside the scam and whatnot, right? And this might just be completely irrelevant to touch on, but you know how she was talking about how good friends they were, blah, 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 yeah? Stacey just described it so nonchalantly as, yeah, we talked in 6th grade. So, I don't want to say that Becky, in her head, constructed this fantasy world that they're the best of friends and, hey, Stacey wouldn't do this to me, so F it, I'm gonna invest 100K. Like, anything to make her feel better. Because Stacey here, leaning against the car, yeah? Oh, we talked in 6th grade. It's the, the stereotypical someone who like peaked back in school and like, yeah, I was friends with this person, that person, blah, 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 blah. Arms all over the place, like a flailing, inflatable tube man. One of those people who just wasn't friends with anyone, but they say they were friends with everyone. I feel sorry for Becky in that regard. I hope they break it to her gently, by the way. Stacey actually doesn't like you.
But in no way do we have anything to do with any of that. So
Yeah, allegedly.
We stuck
though,
around and
by the
spoke
way.
to Stacey for a little longer about her Facebook being hacked. It was good to know that she wasn't involved, and we can let Becky know what we
Once again, whoever's in charge of blurring, please get a grip of yourself, because you've now blurred Ray, but it was unblurred earlier.
found.
You know what? Like a main question she had,
Mm-hmm.
Becky. Why didn't she call me?
No, I just had no idea what to say. I didn't know if I should start off acting like I think it's her and say, hey, you know, I sent that money over or whatever and see what she says, or hey, have you been, you know, getting, I don't wanna hear it. You know, I just did not know how to start it. And I'm really shy by nature and introverted. And I thought,
Why don't we give her a call?
That's ridiculous. Stop spinning excuses now, all right? It's given Helen University, but like some of the lower courses. Maybe you've just enrolled, yeah? You're a first year student. Take some accountability, yeah? Don't just, I was shy. You spunked away 100 grand of your mother's inheritance. I will not get over that fact, okay? So you want to chalk it up to not phoning because you're shy. Shut up! You had the nerve to say you watched the show as well, huh? And you haven't learnt. Hey, I'm gonna actually phone this person, huh? Put a voice to who I'm working with so much money with. Shut up.
Why don't we give Stacey a call?
We can do that. Absolutely.
I think you two reunited.
Hi, Stacy. This is Brienne.
Hey, how are you guys?
I'm good. And then Drew's here.
Hi, Stacey. Right now, we're
H is
with
here.
Becky, and we just want you two to have a conversation and just get it out, get it off your chest. We really wanted to reunite you guys, and for you just to have a conversation about this.
Basically, I lost my Facebook account.
Allegedly.
I felt very denied or frightened that you knew that somebody could actually do this to you.
Right.
I actually went into my Yahoo account.
Yahoo.
And it makes me feel very sad for people who, like Becky or one of my friends, like I think I told you last night.
Sorry. I don't mean to laugh, okay? But look at that. Becky or one of my friends. If that doesn't tell you Stacy doesn't care about Becky, other than the simple, I have sympathy she got scammed, I don't know what will. So Becky, I hope you picked up on that phrase. Becky or one of my friends. Damn.
Friends, like I think I told you last night,
My chest.
Give $50,000
Oh,
to these
wow.
people, and you know, you're like, I have no control over it.
Right. As it passes, I started to know more and more that I didn't think I was actually dealing with you. So yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
I mean, I hold no ill feelings towards you. As a matter of fact, I'm sad for you too. I can't imagine. I mean, Facebook is one thing, but having so much stuff that you had also being broken into and hacked is awful.
I'm sorry that that's happened to you, and you know, my friend, I have a friend in Indiana. You probably know her, Michelle.
Yeah.
From high school.
Michelle from Chicago, are you watching this? Have you now moved to Indiana and this is what you're doing? I've got my eyes on you. All 4 of them.
So her friends got attacked by this same person
Oh my
who
God.
was hacking me, and they're like, who is Stacy? And she said, don't accept the friendship.
Wow.
Don't accept it.
They even reached out through my friends to the other friends.
Blocked.
So it's crazy.
Goodness. Wow. Well, thank you so much. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But it's good to talk to the actual you.
You could have done that.
Well, maybe we can get together for lunch someday. And
Well,
Sounds
there you go.
good.
Why is Drew so gassed about that, by the way? Oh, look at that.
Stacy, nice to see you, or well, talk to you again.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
I do want to rekindle our friendship and hang out and whatever
keep
now that I know
saying
it's the real you.
But
So I appreciate it a bunch. Thank you for calling in and letting us talk to you.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, no worries. You guys just have a great day.
All right,
All
you
right.
too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
do you think they went on lunch?
I would love to take a moment to break down the website
Oh,
and what
please.
we found.
Absolutely.
So when I reviewed the website and I looked into the registered owner, when this was created, this is what I found. So this website was actually created this year, March 4th.
Wow. Okay.
And when did they reach out to you?
It was In March, because Mom died in March.
Wow.
So it seems like they may have, I would hate to think that they created it just for me, but.
What
really
I
strange.
believe happened is when they hacked Stacy's account, they had reached out to everyone on her list. And that was
That's what I'm
also the
thinking.
time
Yep.
that they created this website.
Yep.
Something else that I noticed on the website was
England.
the address that was listed. When I researched the address, it doesn't exist.
Right, I tried to do that, and I thought that's funny. It does. I didn't understand that it didn't exist, but I was like, that's like in the middle of a college or something.
Yes, yes.
And that I
in
didn't
London.
understand that. Yeah, I tried to do that. I tried to do my due diligence, but I'm so dumb to some of this, technical stuff, and
It's in.
No, sorry. That's Helen University, no? Yeah, I did this, I did that, I did this. I don't think I've actually heard her say, you know what? I've effed up. I apologize to my late mother as well. I haven't heard that. That's just such Helen University. Yeah, I did this. And then blaming it on technology. Where's the tech savvy in researching an address, seeing it's in the middle of a university, and then thinking to yourself, wait, why would a crypto investment site be based out of a university? Where's the tech savvy for that, bro? Where do you need to be freaking Einstein to understand that's just shit? Nah.
That's what we're here for, is to share this information with you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I did look into the email. There was no social media account attached to it. I couldn't find anything that would confirm that this is a legitimate email that's been used over time. We typically see when an email is attached to a website, a company, it's been around for some time. There's no information on this. There's no history with this email.
Okay.
I mean, it's just another red flag in connection to the website.
We have to give you the unfortunate news.
One bottle done.
The website is fake. The money in the account is fake. This whole thing was just one big scheme. It sounds like they're just hacking people's Facebooks, getting people to trust the website and to invest into it. But your money has gone to scammers.
Okie dokie. Well, I appreciate you guys finding that out and tracking it down for me. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that there's no more question. So that's good.
The next thing I did want to talk to you about was that WhatsApp phone number that you've been texting.
Okay.
So I ran a phone search on that phone number, and I found that it's an actual wireless phone number located out of New York.
Out of New York. Wow.
The last person that owned this phone number, his name is Roy.
Wow.
And we even have 2 addresses for this person. And I think we need to give him a call.
Yeah.
And see if he still owns it.
Okay.
Hello? Hello, Roy?
Hello.
Hey, Roy. How are you?
That's who's speaking?
This is actually Heather.
Oh, wrong number.
Wrong number? This isn't Roy.
No.
Okay. Is this Humberto? That's the phone number that you're
That
texting
I've been
right
texting.
now.
Okay.
If you notice, he did answer to Roy,
Hello, Roy.
They did.
Hello.
but later backtracked and said he wasn't Roy.
This isn't Roy.
No.
Kind of fishy. We did as much as we could for Becky, and she now knows the truth and can
Catfish,
file
you
a
could
police
say?
report with the information we have provided her.
I knew you guys were top notch, and so I expected top notch, to be honest with you, but you delivered.
Thank you so much, Becky. Our work's not done yet. We still have a few more things that we want to put together, but we want to have everything in this doc Brienne's going to send you, so you can take that straight to law enforcement,
Gotcha.
okay?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was,
All right.
Are we
it was
gonna
very
touch
nice
on the
meeting
Thank you.
Yes.
Nice to
we
meet you.
Thank
slightly
you.
Well, thank you
accused
guys. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
No?
Hey, Becky. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good, good. I like your shirt. It's cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we have the pleasure of your husband being
apologize
here.
to him, actually.
We have a few things that we want to touch on to kind of wrap things up and then to give you some direction on where to go next.
Gotcha.
We have a connection with a detective from the EFCC, and he's been working on your case.
Okay.
He was able to provide a full-length graph, and we were able to find a few different exchanges attached. I know that one of the wallets is Ethereum. What we want to focus on is where the funds had led to. And so they had led to a few main wallets. And so this is the information that we want you to take to law enforcement and share with them, because we've already broken down where the funds had gone.
Okay.
So we have something pretty important to show you.
Okay.
We were trying to get
smirk?
that person to click on that link.
Right.
And they clicked on it.
Oh,
Yay.
I was about to say, does he speak? Because he's not saying anything. So I'm glad he spoke. But genuinely though, and let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, are they going to apologize for like slyly throwing him under the bus from before? Or no? He was being supportive. You piece of shit! No?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I thought he said, I thought at one point he messaged me and said, when I click on it, nothing happens. And I'm like, thank God you clicked on it. That's it. I didn't say that, but I'm like, oh, good.
So we have 2 clicks from us in Tampa.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 clicks from Lagos, Nigeria.
Lagos. So he's not in New York.
To be honest with you, I did a little digging on Roy, and I found his Facebook profile. And the majority of his friends and family, they link back to Jamaica, which there are no connections between Jamaica and Lagos, Nigeria.
Right. Okay.
Either it was a phone number that he was previously registered under, and this person that's now using it is using it for Telegram.
Right.
Or he has nothing to do with this at all.
Right. And they just used his name maybe to set up the number or...
To conclude, Stacy was not behind this. We were also able to get the official location of this person.
As well, so
next steps is for you to file the police report. If you have any questions about what to do after you file the police report, just reach out to us. We'll help you.
Yeah.
And then keep us posted about your friendship with Stacy.
We live so close, there's no reason for us not to continue and be friends and catch up with each other. So
nice.
Very nice.
Bullshit
I'm just glad you guys was able to solve the case.
Yeah.
You guys are better than the Scooby-Doo crew.
Yeah, closure is...
Don't you ever, right? As much as I like the team, you cannot beat Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Freddy. You want to throw Scrappy in there as well? Throw him in there? Don't ever in your life do that again.
Nice. I mean, it's good to know that, I've got something material that I can take to the police and, they can photocopy it and do what they need to do with it.
Let's get you set up with a Social Catfish account, and I will be working on that this week, and then I'll shoot you a message once it's up and running.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sure. Thank you guys so much for your work. I really appreciate all your effort.
Thank you guys. Nice meeting you. Thank you so much.
You guys take care.
All right, bye. Have a good night.
I'm so happy.
Good night.
If you have been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and potentially stops other people from being scammed.
Potentially is the key word. That's correct there. I will say, probably I attribute her oh-so happiness and nonchalant attitude to losing 100 grand to the fact that the husband is so supportive and obviously very loving, it seems. Very close to her and stuff. Respect. I like that, to see a relationship on this show that hasn't succumbed to cheating and trying to get with a much younger person. So kudos to Becky and her husband, whose name I forgot, but I shall call you Jeffrey because you kind of look like Jeffrey. No relation to Jeffrey Dahmer that I mentioned earlier. But the fact that, one, she in my opinion, didn't really seem apologetic to the fact that she spunked away her mother's inheritance. I'm not gonna get over it, guys. I'm sorry. The team just like not apologizing to the guy and say, hey, by the way, we kind of thought you were involved somehow, but just like to let you know that we apologize for that. So if he watches the video, he's probably gonna get to that bit and be, oh shit, what do you mean? Me? And also, the sheer number of stupid decisions that Becky did hurts my head, and I don't have sympathy. I have sympathy for her late mother and the children, the husband as well. The fact that 100K not good enough for you, I'm going to invest it with someone who lives 20 minutes away, never going to go see them because I'm shy, apparently. And we haven't spoken in like decades, but I trust this person with my finances. Shut up, Becky. All right? Shut up. Now I'm going to throw this over to Future H to do the tantalizing triple/tantalizing talk section. I don't know how long this is currently. I'm both apologetic and grateful if you're still here. So I'll be back. Hello, everyone. Tantalizing talk section, because we've got a few to get through. We have Buffy S here, which is interesting because they were in another episode, so great times. But also, just very quickly, the main commentary section was not 2 hours long, so you'll be pleased to know it wasn't long AF, all right? But Buffy S says, haven't seen my friend for 30 years, can't be bothered meeting up even though she only lives 20 minutes away, but here's all my money. Who gives their money away to a stranger and believes in 93% profit? It's greed and a pile of shit. The pile of shit is correct, and it's a mighty big pile of shit. Cue the Jurassic Park meme.
That is one big pile of shit.
As Buffy says, there's just so many really weird things that happened in this episode that just don't make sense. But you can pinpoint it to greed, all right? You got greedy. A lot of these victims that end up in these investment scams, and dare I say, with the romance scams as well. You're greedy. You're trying to get with a much younger, much better looking person. You're greedy. Or you're investing. You think you're going to be shitting out all the bitcoins. You're greedy. It's just greed. Like, what we've learned from the victims is that they are very greedy, bro. Like, people can paint it as being lonely or, you know, sometimes being very stupid, or most of the time, every single time. But greed plays a very big factor, let's be honest. We say, what do we say? We say this. Rose Tiger says, her mum saved her whole life for a scammer. I'm glad that someone else is pointing out the fact that she pissed away her mother's inheritance, because I don't feel like the team put enough emphasis on that. Just, yeah, she spunked away 100K, but hooty, where did it come from? No one cared? No? I feel like sometimes the team, whilst I understand they can't go too much into victims because they lose business, it's just sad. Please, like, honestly, it doesn't humanize the mother. And in the cases previously where, you know, shithead victims can't even name their, you know, their partner after they've passed away, you know, we've dehumanized partners in the past. In my opinion, we've kind of dehumanized the mother here. Just moved on. Nothing happened. We didn't piss away her money or anything like that. Like, in my opinion, it's disgraceful. But again, it might just be me being very cynical. We next have Diaper Mage, I guess. I don't know if you're a mage of diapers. That's a shitty job. She talks like 100k didn't mean anything to her. And again, I'm thankful someone else shares that opinion. Now, I don't expect her to come on here crying, which the next comment in reply to this one touches on as well, but she just seems a bit robotic, bro. I mean, I attributed it to her husband seeming very loving and caring, so that can obviously help having such a supportive partner. But there was no remorse. Like, I'm not saying cry. You know, you've made a stupid decision in your life here. That's happened. You know, you can't change the past, right? You can only hope to learn from it. But I just wanted some remorse for once again spunking her mother's inheritance. Gracie then replies to this comment saying, "Did you expect weeping, wailing, and rending of clothes?" Which, I don't even know what that means. She has a happy life with a nice husband. She never actually had the money as it was her mother's before she passed. So it wasn't like the scammer took away anything that was supporting her current way of life. It would just have been a nice bonus to use for retirement or to give to her kids. Some people aren't all dramatic over things they can't change. Sorry. I agree with you. She has a happy life, nice husband, and some people can't change, or actually no one can change what's happened. So I agree that some people don't get dramatic over things they can't change. I'm not one of those people. I overthink way too much. I get way too anxious over things that I cannot control. But when you say she never had the money as it was her mother's before she passed, I'm sorry. But how do you invest money that you don't have? Sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. And then you say it wasn't like the scammer took away anything. What? What's going on? Do you have 100k just in the bank ready to be used for anything? And once it disappears, click of the fingers, a very positive spin on Thanos, you get another 100k in the bank. What do you mean? The scam away? The scam away? The scam away? The scammer took it wasn't like the scammer took away anything that was supporting her current way of life. What? Like, sure, I get it. She potentially didn't need this money if she's so quick and willing to piss it away. In the name of greed, though. But it wasn't like they took away anything? What the hell is this comment, man? To be honest, this comment's pissed me off. So I'm just going to move swiftly on. But let me know in the comments your thoughts. Again, I might just be too heated right now. Do you know what I mean? We next have Tropical Latitude. Wow. I was trying to think of a joke for that, but I couldn't really come up with anything other than that's one nice axis. These scammers are a step up from the usual relationship guys. No. I mean, other than the fact that they're using a different topic, they're not a step up. There were so many red flags that if you're not greedy and you have some common sense, you are picking up on these red flags. So they're not a step up. You know, don't give them a shitting Blue Peter badge for this. They didn't do anything good. We next have Watchtower. This episode was pulled down and put back up. Was something edited out? Couldn't tell you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you wasn't asking me in the first place. But I put up a poll saying the episode went to members only, so there would be no commentary on Saturday. And then someone replied saying that they had a community post up. So I checked the community post. They said they had technical issues. But how do we know this? How do I know this? I don't know if something was edited out. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that office to see if something was potentially edited out. But we'll never know. I guess you can be thankful or take solace in the fact that my videos are largely unedited. You see me taking long pauses or chatting shit. Because then, you know, it's in there for the world to see. Anyway, the last comment comes from Weeto Damon. This one was kind of boring. Saw the hacked Facebook account coming from a mile away. Y'all really didn't need to travel for this one. Maybe Drew and Bree just used it as an excuse for that view. Lol. Hey, allegedly tax write-off. Do you know what I mean? Just to visit Florida. Allegedly, though, of course. Always allegedly. But I wanted to pick this comment out just because I wanted to get your opinion on it. What did you think of the episode? Did you find it boring? I mean, the commentary in itself of mine, did you find it boring as well? Or did you enjoy? I mean, it kind of made for a nice change of pace. As I mentioned, it was nice to see a married couple here that seemed to genuinely love each other, and it wasn't just about cheating and, oh, look, how can I make myself look like such a shit partner? You know what I mean? So I enjoyed it in that regard. Was it bloody the most action-packed Tom Cruise film ever? No, but I didn't expect it to be. So let me know your comments. Did you find it boring or did you enjoy it? And the commentary as well. Did you find it boring or somewhat entertaining? Which I don't think it is, but there you go. Oh my god, it took a lot out of me, guys. Water, drink it, timestamp. Have you drunk your water today, my queen and king? Honestly, you know, I love to chatter on, right? But sometimes it takes the life out of me. Which, going back to what I said, well, I'm hitting puberty. Going back to what I said right at the beginning, if you didn't skip the rant anyway. As much as it takes it out of me sometimes, I would love this to be a full-time thing, right? So to the streamers making millions, if you want to send me some of your millions so that I can make this full-time, my phone line is open, baby. Let me know your thoughts, everyone. The story, everything. Even if you stubbed your toe today, let me know in the comments. Hopefully you did enjoy. I'll see you next time. If you want to see more, they'll be up there. And if you want to see something else, it'll be down here. Scam related. Bye. I still think it's very disgusting that she used her mother's inheritance